1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has stressed reviving the culture of glorious Muslim era where religion and science did not come into conflict. President has stressed the need for cyber security and ensuring safety of data by utilizing modern technology. Minister for Planning and Development has urged people to get fully vaccinated against COVID-19 at the earliest to stay safe from the new variant. Foreign Minister says sustainable peace in the region is not possible without resolving the Kashmir dispute justly. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Modi-led fascist Indian government is all set to terminate at least 47 more Kashmiri government employees on concocted charges. At Chattogram on the fourth day of first cricket test, chasing a victory target of 202 against Bangladesh, Pakistan were 109 for no loss at stumps today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has stressed reviving the culture of glorious Muslim era where religion and science did not come into conflict. He was addressing at the inauguration of academic blocks at Al-Qadir University in Jhelum today, known as a cradle of knowledge on science and Sufism. The Prime Minister said a strong faith and moral character is a blessing of the Almighty that guided a person to choose the righteous path. He said today's youth is facing confusion in the era of social media that provided unhindered access to Western culture. However, he said that since restrictions could not be imposed on the flow of information, it is important to give informed choices to youth by telling them about right and wrong. The Prime Minister mentioned that this government introduced the singular national curriculum to end the unjustified three parallel education systems, that is, English medium, Urdu medium and madrasas, that is resulting in creation of ideologically different streams of youth in the society. He further said the objective for the establishment of Rahmatul Lil Alameen Authority by the government is to promote the message of Islam in a manner that could be understandable to a common man. He emphasized conducting research on the golden era of Muslim, where its leaders, scholars and scientists ruled the world, and to provide informed choices to the youth. Prime Minister Imran Khan's advisor on finance, Shaukat Tareen, called on him in Islamabad today and briefed him about the financial assistance from Saudi Arabia as well as the oil facility on deferred payments. The Prime Minister was also apprised of the progress on revenue receipts. During the meeting, matters relating to dividends paid by the public sector enterprises, PSEs, also came under discussion. President Dr. Arif Alvi has stressed the need for cyber security and ensuring safety of data by utilizing modern technology. He was addressing to the passing out parade of Airport Security Force in Karachi today. He said the personnel of the ASF rendered exemplary services during the war against terrorism. He further said the representation of the women in the Airport Security Force is also encouraging and pride for us. He also commended the role played by the force, particularly against COVID-19 at airports and during the recent evacuation of diplomats from Afghanistan. Dr. Arif Alvi lauded the Airport Security Force in ensuring the security of airports and travellers. Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar has urged people to get fully vaccinated against COVID-19 at the earliest to stay safe from the new variant. He was addressing a news conference along with Special Assistant on Health Services Dr. Faisal Sultan in Islamabad today. He said spread of the new variant, Omicron, is alarmingly fast. The minister said 50 million people have been fully vaccinated while 30 million have received first dose. Asad Umar said COVID testing will be increased and a vaccination campaign will be boosted to avoid any adverse effects of the new variant. He said booster vaccine program will be finalized till tomorrow. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Faisal Sultan said fast spread of the new variant may also affect our health system and we may face shortage of beds and other required equipment. He asked the people to follow SOPs to minimize the spread of new variant. Minister for Interior Sheikh Rashid Ahmed says the trade barriers between Pakistan and Denmark would be removed. He was talking to Ambassador of Denmark, who called on him in Islamabad today. He emphasized the need to cement relations between both the countries and also discussed other issues of mutual interest, including bilateral relations. The Danish ambassador said there is a need to enhance cooperation in the fields of trade and tourism in the bilateral relations between the two sides. He wished for lasting peace in Afghanistan and valued Pakistan's efforts. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says sustainable peace in the region is not possible without resolving the Kashmir dispute. Briefing Parliamentary Committee on Kashmir in Islamabad today, he said the matter of human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir was raised at Human Rights Council, OIC, and other international forums. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said the UN Security Council resolutions negate the India's claim that Kashmir is its internal issue. The minister said Pakistan has clear stance that Kashmir issue should be resolved in the light of UNSC resolutions and as per wishes of the Kashmiris. He said India is bringing demographic changes in the occupied territory. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Modi-led fascist Indian government is all set to terminate at least 47 more Kashmiri government employees on concocted charges. According to Kashmir Media Service, 28 employees have been shortlisted for immediate determination from the government job, while 19 more have been placed in non-performing category and are facing removal anytime in the near future. Majority of these employees are Muslims and belong to the Kashmir Valley, while a couple of them hail from Muslim districts of Jammu region. On the other hand, political experts have criticized the Modi government's unjust action and said that New Delhi, on one hand, is killing Kashmiri youth after calling them so-called overground workers, and on the other hand, is terminating the government employees from their jobs after dubbing them supporters of the ongoing resistance movement. They pointed out that the termination spree is meant to replace local employees with Indian nationals associated with Hindu extremism associations to organize the Modi government's demographic change agenda in the occupied territory. This is Radio Pakistan. The Palestinian embassy in Pakistan has appreciated the historical Pakistani fraternal stance in supporting the Palestinian people to obtain their rights. In connection with the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people, the Palestinian embassy in Islamabad, on behalf of the state of Palestine, paid salute to the brotherly people of Pakistan for their sympathy and support. It also appreciated the solidarity statements of the President Dr. Arif Alvi, government, Pakistan Army, Parliament, and all other political parties. The embassy officials said, "We are proud of Pakistan's friendship and we feel stronger with its support on official and public levels." The three-day Triennial Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Conference has officially opened in Senegal's capital, Dakar. Delegates from the continent and China are in attendance, as well as hundreds of participants. The gathering comes amid biting economic and social challenges on the continent fueled by COVID pandemic and climate change. Ministers and representatives of African countries and China are due to chart a joint response to deal with the COVID-19 and unveil other plans that would guide the relationship for the next 3 years and beyond. A communique will be released tomorrow. Iran says it is firmly determined to reach an agreement with major powers on salvaging its 2015 nuclear agreement at talks that resume in Vienna today. Talking to media in Tehran, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Khatib Zadeh said the delegation of the Islamic Republic is in Vienna with a firm determination to reach an agreement and is looking forward to fruitful talks. On the fourth day of first cricket test against Bangladesh at Chattogram, Pakistan scored 109 runs for no loss at stumps today. The scores: Bangladesh 330 and 157, Pakistan 286 and 109 for no loss. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, smog and fog are likely to intensify in plain areas of the Punjab, while cloudy weather condition is expected in Gilgit-Baltistan. To end the news, here are some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister has stressed reviving the culture of glorious Muslim era where religion and science did not come into conflict. President has stressed the need for cyber security and ensuring safety of data by utilizing modern technology. Minister for Planning and Development has urged people to get fully vaccinated against COVID-19 at the earliest to stay safe from new variant. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.